What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with another video on the DC Extended Universe. If you're finding me for the first time, I do DC and Marvel videos all week long, so subscribe if you want to keep up with this awesome content. So there's been a breaking story, I guess you could say, but it's only a rumor, it's not confirmed, but I like to report this kind of stuff on my YouTube and Instagram pages. So it says this, and I know a lot of people are going to be triggered. Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill will be renewing their movie contracts in January 2018. If the negotiation goes through, Ben Affleck will not only become the leader of the DC movie universe, but he will also direct the next Justice League movie. Henry Cavill, or Cavill, depending on how you pronounce it, but most people say Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill's Superman will have approximately 3 new movies and 2 cameos, according to the contact information. All this goes through or not, we will find out soon. So that's quite interesting. I really am expecting Superman's turn in Shazam. So a lot of people keep saying that Ben Affleck is done as Batman, but there's factually no evidence to support people's claim unless it comes from the actor himself. I don't believe it. Ben Affleck is an award-winning director, did The Accountant, he's such a good actor. I do believe he couldn't do no worse job than what Joss Whedon did when he butchered the Justice League movie. But we also had some interesting news earlier in the early hours of the morning when it said that Ben Affleck still wants to direct a Batman film. So it says this. The question was, do you see yourself coming back for another Batman after the Justice League, or at this moment are you looking at different projects? And then the response was, for me it's interesting, I always evaluate the stuff on the merit of the material. I want to direct a Batman movie and I never got a script I was happy with. So if he's not going to be happy with the script, then I guess all his credibility was go if he was to come out with a bad movie. So I understand why he didn't want to direct the current script that he had. So they are starting over and writing another script, and right now I think a lot of different possibilities I think for the DC universe could go. I would just follow my interest in pursuing that, and I know that I love working with this group of people, and it was a real joy for me to make this movie. This does not sound to me like a guy that's done with the Batman role, which is interesting. Yes, I know Matt Reeves is meant to be directing the next Batman movie, but we don't really know if he is or not, because everything can change. It's just how it is. I mean, Man of Steel had so many directors, you know what's going on with Flashpoint. Flashpoint's had that many directors that we not got one. It also went on a lighter Batman with a sense of humour. I like this version a lot of Batman, said Ben Affleck. So to me, it does not sound like a broken man, does not sound like someone who's done with the role. The really interesting story is that Henry Cavill has been promoting Superman roles so much at Ace Comic Con a couple of weekends ago, I think it was. So 3 new movie roles is interesting because we know we're getting Man of Steel 2. I've got no idea what the other movies could be. Probably one's going to be, but it says Superman will have approximately 3 new movies. I guess Justice League 2 is going to be on that slate, but I guess they're not going to rush to Justice League 2. I think they kind of made a mistake by trying to emulate what Marvel did with the Avengers. They should have slowly built up the DC universe. We should have got like a standalone Flash movie, a standalone Cyborg movie, a standalone Aquaman movie, because most of the general viewers that went to watch a Justice League movie, they didn't have any connection or emotional connection with any of the characters, because most of them would have only seen Batman versus Superman and Wonder Woman. So, and obviously Superman, they needed a bit more connection, because the way that movie was running, it was like the Flash was supposed to be the main star of it, but we didn't actually have the Flash solo movie unless you read like DC Rebirth 2016 Flash, or you read like New 52 Flash or pre-New 52 Flash. You wouldn't really know who the Flash is, and it's going to be very interesting when the Flash movie does actually come out, because we've got no setup. Yes, Henry Allen was in jail for the death of his wife, but obviously there was no reverse Flash setup, there was no Iris West setup, and you can't have a Flash movie without Iris West. She's iconic to the comic book, she's iconic to the TV show. If you're following the source material, and comic book movies do rely on the source material, so it's looking like the DCEU, or DC Movie Universe as they're now liking to call it, is going to be interesting if Henry Cavill and Ben Affleck re-sign their contracts. And I'd love to see Ben Affleck direct the next Justice League movie, because to be honest, everything he's directed has been pretty solid. You can't really slate him for what he's directed. You might not agree with some of the movies he's been in, but everything he's directed has actual credentials. It is credible. Just watch The Accountant and you'll see what I mean. Anyway guys, please like, subscribe and comment if you want to join that Team Warstu Warhead notification squad by hitting that bell button down below. And I will catch you in another video guys very soon. Catch ya later.